Joshua, good evening. Pade, good evening. Muli mutia lero, katsoka tanika kaziki nga we muja.
Yeah, when I understand. Okay, man. I woke up in the good. I don't know why, but I'm feeling so good, like I want the whole hood. I'm not gonna put on a t-shirt today.
Feel like getting me a sweater today.
I make a smile, I make a laugh. I make a dance, I make a wine.
If you feel like getting down, come to me, girl. Dance with me, girl.
I'll make you want me.
I'll make you smile. I'll make you feel nice. After that, I'll take you to my place where we will play. But before we play, Eric, church you are. If you're feeling good. Hey Eric, how is northern Uganda? And how are you people doing? How is the sun treating you? Obana mwemuine nkuba kati. Jump. If you're feeling good, booka. You and me, we rule the world. Me and you, we're gonna make them jump. We're gonna make them dance. Jump. Jump. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. If you're feeling good, jump. Yes, buddy. If you're feeling good, booka. They jump dance. They jump dance. Put it up, babe. Antonio, chechiriwa man. Nenga muli mutia lero mva mu studio. Mva mu studio. Ndero ndapinze uyinza kuza big trill, uyinza kuza navio. Ngenda basa ampolinga ko chenkozo olwa lero. If you're feeling good, jump. If you're feeling good, booka. If you're feeling good, jump. If you're feeling good, booka. If you're feeling good, jump. Hey Saddam, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you live broadcast. I really appreciate the fact that you watch my content here, that you're part of the broadcasts every single day that I have them. Yeah, it's a very dark evening. I don't know why it's this dark. We should have some more lights for us to enjoy the broadcast. Deep in coffee. Good evening, Harbert. Good evening. Ngambia good morning. Good evening, people. Muri mutia. Lero mva kurapinga. Yeah, I'm working on a new project and I'm excited. Ngenda basa ampolinga ko byenda pizo. Rap mwinzo zanze navio. So today we are going to be talking about being and having a good boss. Or personally, I've had the pleasure of working with one of the best bosses like in the world ever. Which they get. So in a way, I've also worked with someone that wasn't really that supportive. And Yosawa Angada, I did not really work for him for even more than a month. The very first month I worked for him, I quit. And yeah, he was only supportive to the things that support him. He was never supportive to the things that supported other people. And that's a very bad place for you to be with a boss. But regardless of what happens, feel good. If you're feeling good, jump. If you're feeling good, booka. Kasoke boy sample ya rap. Ngateja. Tenja guys akulya swaga. tebiganye. Abai. Mulowooza rap tebiganye. Rap etabiganye naye genda kujja. So we are talking about supportive and unsupportive bosses. With the rap jenzanya wano. Paul Senyonga, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. Personally, ndi bulungi akakaitamu ka my Samsung misbehaves when I do live evening live broadcasts. It overheats sometimes, so I don't want it to overheat. And yeah, that's why I have AC. Ngenda jikendeza ko sometime to come, but not flash it music. Okay, let me see. Yeah, maybe this. There. We are rap.
It's never about love. It's all about money, lies, fake love, pretense. Oh fella, you gotta wake up. Awake your sanity. She got no love for you.
Woo!
She got no love for you. He is so gullible.
Wait. Ne rap mujiwulidde. Muwide rap abansinikire muli ebinyu. Antonio, Joan Jojo, how are you today? Joshua, rap ojiwulidde kanjiddemu.
It's never about love. It's all about money, lies, fake love, pretense. Oh fella, you gotta wake up. Awake your sanity. She got no love for you. She got no love for you.
Huh? Wali. Agenze ne South Zone. Alimba. Kanjiddemu.
It's never about love. It's all about money, lies, fake love, pretense. Oh fella, you gotta wake up. Awake your sanity. She got no love for you. She got no love for you. He is so gullible.
Today abanyaza okusamba omupiira nange nga nyina okusoma. So after my class today, I went for my class, and after my class I've come to pick them. Namugambi bwatasamba mupiira talina kyagenda kufuna. So I'm imagining he went and kicked football with all his might. So good evening guys, I hope your Saturday is doing well. My Saturday is okay. I'm positive. I'm really positive. You know, when it is said that when you're positive, positivity kind of comes for you. And yeah, I'm thinking that things will be better, so I have to smile. And you know, when you smile, when people smile, it doesn't basically mean that everything is going well. No. Everybody has such challenges. I really have some challenges, but I have to smile. And also now this channel keeps me smiling because katibota smiling ogenda kusmiling. But I hope you guys are doing well today. So we're talking about supportive versus unsupportive bosses. Supportive versus unsupportive bosses, and this is regardless whether you are the boss or you're the employee or you're just a person that looks on. Regardless of what side you are on, supportive and unsupportive bosses are literally the same. They remain the same. When a boss is supportive, everyone can see that okay, ono guy ayagaliza abantu be, abagaliza okulakulana, abagaliza okubako kyebaba, abagaliza ogenda maaso. Amina Joan atakombadde sikayeka, you're looking good. Neyanziza. But you know one thing I realized, that a smile improves someone's image. The more you smile, the better you look. I discovered that majority of the time when we as men get attracted to women, we get attracted to them because they smile, because they look pretty with their smiles. And of course waliwo abakyala nga bo anyuma ate tasimilinze, but majority of the time the one thing that keeps us glued to the women that we want kibeera kimu nti they are smiling literally all the time through hardships, through whatever goes on. A woman will find a reason to smile, and I find that that's one thing that keeps women stronger. They live longer. For abasajja, when we're going through tough times, we find it hard to smile. Probably because we are busy looking for a solution other than finding positivity, and they can find positivity. So I realize that the more you smile, the better you look. So it might be that I'm smiling, Joan. Yeah, not anything. But anyway, positivity goes all the way. Being supportive goes all the way, especially at employment. Kati ate mbajukiza tulina okulaba the cafe olunaku lwa leero. The cafe will be showing at 8 p.m. on Pearl Magic Local Channel 302 Go TV, Channel 142 DSTV, 8 p.m. nyine. Then tomorrow waliyo repeat ya sawa mukago gw'emisana. Tewirabira bono batosobodde kulaba kiro kya leero ate olabe enkya emisana ku sawa mukaga. So whenever you watch the cafe, you're supporting me, which obomanya. I'm the producer of that show. I also directed the show, so gendo girabe and support me. Nga bonteramu ne Sara emirimu gyeyongere okitegeera ate nange nkuteramu essala ameto you are lost man oba lady. You know, you people from that are not from the central, or not from the central basically, and maybe Busoga, it's the Baganda and Basoga that have names that are sex specific. Like, it's very hard for you to find a Senyonga that is a woman, unless she just the father just gave her the name. But it's very easy for you to find a Birungi that is a woman and a Birungi that is a man. It's very, very easy to find an Aloyo that is a man and Aloyo that is a woman. So Ameto, I don't know, because you don't have an English name that differentiates. You're a male. Yeah. So, but I hope you're doing well. Obado Buzenyo, you're lost, man. You should stay. And we talk through stuff. So yesterday we bought a Subaru. One of my followers came and we bought a Subaru Forester. I have the pictures. I'm sharing the pictures on Monday after we have concluded everything. Then I'll post the pictures. But we bought a Subaru Forester yesterday. The story will be shared on Tuesday. Yeah, but we did butter. We did butter with the Nua. You know the Nua that I normally tell you guys to buy? The Nua, the 2002-2005 model. Model UAP, but it was very nice, very good looking, the engine was actually the engine was too healthy. So for the guys that have wanted to buy a Nua like that for some time, the Nua is available. It's not a new number plate, it's an old number plate, but it's a very good Nua. So this gentleman just wanted to switch and buy a Subaru or a Kluger, but then the Kluger is very expensive. So we settled for the Subaru Forester. We got a Subaru Forester UBJ. Very, very, very nice. Of course, it had, like any old car, it had, I think, three things to fix. It had the shock mount was broken, and then the SC needs tensioner and belt. And then what other thing did we see? It has a sensor that is faulty. So those are the three things that have to be worked on. I forgot to remind this gentleman to buy third party. Yeah. I hope he remembers before he's given a ticket. So regardless of that, today we bought a Forester yesterday. I think it was around 7 when we paid for that Forester. I liked the car. I actually found out that Subarus are not as uncomfortable as I Subaru is not really that bad, but of course it was the 2007 model. We bought a 2007 model Subaru. So the 2007 model is much more comfortable than the earlier models. The 2001 it is really comfortable, but the 2007 model which we bought is actually comfortable. It's small, not as big as the one. You remember the one we bought 27 million. So this one is a little the earlier model to that one, but also good. Yeah. So the gentleman took the car yesterday. Tumara senders after tugenda basasura bana abantu bamaleyo to Monday, because we could have given them money today, but there is a function that I'm actually supposed to attend. My mechanic has a kuchala today, but I could not attend the kuchala. Because First, I had a studio session in the morning. Remember the show I shot last weekend? So we have to work around the clock to do all this stuff, music, graphics, and all that. So I had a studio session in the morning. Then I had class at 2 p.m. Yeah, so the day was full. And besides, it's a kuchala. It's a smaller function. The fewer the people, the better for the people that are hosting. Muja gena mukuchala nga baba tuza mudiro nga muri abantu amakumi abiri nga temuja, it doesn't really look good. So I decided, let me skip this one. So that's why we cannot finish the transaction for the Subaru Forester today. But the person that bought the Subaru Forester has the Subaru today. He's driving it. He drove it even last night. And then there was something we thought was a problem with the Forester. This is something I learned. So to have a parking the Subaru, you know the parking lights, and then we thought that was a fault. We even called someone to come and fix it. Then we realized it wasn't really a fault. The car was okay. It has a button where you can, it's like a Mercedes-Benz. It has a button where you can activate the parking lights without putting in the full lights. You get, without touching the knob for the lights. You know that knob. So it's just a button. So when we call this wiring person, he said, munonyaka pesa mukanyigama tara parking is jam. And that's what happened. So one thing that we thought was a fault wasn't actually a fault. Yeah. So the gentleman drove away the Subaru, and just like that, Tuesday. And then I think I have an inspection on Monday. Someone that wants to buy a Spacio old model. It's going to be a stretch, but we will try and get a very good car at, he wants to buy a Spacio old model at 10 million. Now I have one of my people, the one that he bought the Spacio at 10.5. Was it 10.5 or 11? Where we paid 9 million cash, right? And we stretched trying to find a car of 10 million that was in good condition, but we're going to try, and if we can adjust, I'm sure we will adjust. What do they consider when paying taxes on imported cars in the receipt of the value of the vehicle? First of all, Norman, when you import a vehicle, the first thing they consider is they call it TOF. That's the purchase price plus shipping. They charge you a percentage on that, and then I think they include environmental levy. And then environmental levy might be based on the size of the engine of the car. And then they also consider the year, right? Because the newer the car, the more expensive it is for you to buy it there. So then COF, which is purchase price plus freight and shipping. So they charge you a percentage of that. And then they charge you environmental. And then they charge you import duty. You get. So just know you pay about 50% of the... 50% of... More than 50%, by the way, of the real value of the car you get. So that's why you find that a car that is bought at $1,000 in Japan, you end up buying it at about, let me see, cars like Pasos may be bought at around 1,000, 1,200 probably. The last time I checked the websites, so they buy them 1,000, 1,200 from Japan. Then you add shipping, which is 1,500. Then you come here and end up paying 1,500. Because 1,000 is 3 million, 500 is that's 4.5. No. I don't think there is a car of $1,000 anymore. Normally they are $2,000, $2,000 to $3,000. So you buy a car $3,000, which is about 10 million. You put you invest another 5 million in transportation. So you end up paying the 15 in taxes. So you end up that the car you bought and invested about 15 cost of buying plus shipping, you end up paying 15 million taxes. So that's how these cars end up at 30 million and something like that. So it's normally about 50 to 80% taxes you get. And then of course you have to account for the profit of the guys that import the cars. So that's why some cars that are 30, if you import yourself, you end up spending about 25, because then you're not counting the profit of the other guy you get. But then the thing with you importing the car is that you take on all the risk that guy takes on when he decides to import. That's why the guys that import cars, they never give those cars to people to drive them. They bring them on car carriers. That's why you find if you've gone past Nakawa, so many times you can see those trucks that carry the car carriers that carry about 10-20 cars. They are parked there. That's how they bring their cars. It's much safer. It's slower, but it's much safer, because then you don't have an accident where individual cars are going to be involved Also, these truck drivers, they are paid based on how safe the cars reach and all stuff like that. So they drive the cars very safely. They go slow, and also the mileage that they get the cars with from Japan is the mileage that is actually they are kept with in the bonds. Yet, if you bought a car from Japan and then had someone drive it from Mombasa, that extra mileage, that's extra wear and tear on the car, and then you don't know how good service he's going to give that car before he drives it from Mombasa. So maybe he might put bad oils, and when he puts bad oils and then drives the car to Kampala, by the time it's in Kampala, the engine is even worn out, or you get. Yet these guys, they don't drive those cars from Mombasa. They put them on car carriers until the bond. They only drive them to put them on the car carrier, put them off the car carrier into the bond, which is I find it to be a safer option. And maybe if you pay extra shipping costs, then they can ship your car using a car carrier, which is good for you as well, right? But then shipping by car carrier is expensive, especially if you're shipping one car. So these guys actually in the bonds, some of them own their own car carriers. You know, the double deckers, where they put some cars down, then they put other cars up. So some of them actually own these car carriers. So they only pay fuel and driver costs and probably insurance, and then yeah. And then the other thing that happens is that these guys that import cars, they pay for insurance. So it's greetings, Arthur. For Norman, it's better to have an inductive values set by URA for every car which comes every month before you buy. Thank you, Stockman. So says Stockman, you're saying every month they release this the values, like how much they are valuing a certain car, right? So it means that every month that starts, it's better you check out URA and see how much they are valuing a certain car for you to know if you are before you import. And then, you know, Stockman, then what happens if I import my car? This is November, and then my car is going to arrive in January or February. Then what happens? Because if I buy my car in Japan today, it will only get to Mombasa in like 2 months, right? If it gets to Mombasa in 2 months, then I pay taxes in 2 months. Yet I got the values of December or November. You get it? I find that's a little tricky. Or you put like a 20% for if the values actually change by going up or by going low. Hi Gaetano, how are you today? Kansokemba we rap ya. Nza abantu beninze simanyi lwaki tebajja. Radio nga tejja mwangambe nyiga emirundi ebiri. Emirundi ebiri njinyize naye emirundi ebiri njinyiga naye bwe njinyiga switch yejja. When I press 2 times, it's the switch that comes. When I press 1 time, nothing comes. Oh, it's here. It's slower. It's just a little slower, right? So today mbadde mu studio nkoze rap olwaleero mbadde ndudde naye leero nkozeyo kirapu kyange. Kansooke mbalage ekirapu kyange nzireyo mu discussion.
It's never about love, it's all about money, lies, fake love, pretense. Oh fella, you gotta wake up, awake sanity. She got no love for you. She got no love for you.
Okweraga okuli wano. Okweraga okuli wano. Amarapu nga kubi ate mu luzungu izo nze naviyo. So Mr. Norman, check online, go to Google, put Motoka Uganda, then you enter your type of car and calculate the tax. Ochiwulidde Norman ndoze ekyo kyoba okola. So we are talking supportive bosses. Mweba guy, ani yali akozeseddwako? Have you ever been employed by a supportive boss? What was the experience like? Or have you ever been employed by a non-supportive boss? And what was the experience like? Would you like to share? And in the instances where you are employed by a supportive boss, how were they supportive? I mean, and for the non-supportive bosses, how were they not supportive? Anti katipade kana akantu, it's an opener for a show. It's an opener for a show. That's why it's short. It's supposed to be like 30 seconds. Opener, Osmanye's opener. Like where Game of Thrones in Palm back to they do the opener for like a minute or two. Game of Thrones in those open the chassis of one monsi. And yet a Game of Thrones one banang. Bobato Game of Thrones gendo jirabe. Gendo labe Game of Thrones bobato jirabangako. It's important that that we watch popular shows. Kwanze nyina shows nagano okulaba Prison Break, nagano okulaba bajitanga Kyle XY. Atenga Prison Break ne Kyle XY we have na ina video library. Nagano bila bakuba byali too popular for life. Ngabuli muntu abyogera nengano okulaba endala bajita batya. Eyo no guy waka warata bajita batya. Izo nagano zira. But anyway, supportive bosses versus non-supportive bosses. Inze. Thank you, Gaddafi. I've been employed by a supportive boss. I don't even want to work for anyone else. The only thing I'm trying to do is to emulate my boss to be a supportive boss, so that abantu they are proud of working for me or working with me. Why? But one obera mu environment, omuntu bwana abera mu environment nga jakolera alaba nga asimibwa, ajja kusanyuka, ajja kukola n'amaanyi. But bwana alaba nga akula nga tasigala mu kifo kye kimu bwati, ajja kukola n'amaanyi, ajja kuba musanyufu. So for the guys that have worked with supportive bosses, what are some of the qualities? Otandika otya okulaba nti no boss ono alabika yagaliza. How do you see that this boss actually would support your development? Major, how are you? And for the guys that have worked with non-supportive bosses, how would you know that, oh, this boss, if I can find another place, I better find another place. This guy is not really supportive. How would you know? How do you know? Ngabe mwerowoza kambadize rapu. Radio ngirwa okujja bwenyiga kana akantu. Mukisumuzo eba yazedda. Banange yerowoza kati obuzibu obujja okubaawo ye battle gun okuba mulala mbadde njera lika kasoke bakubire karapu kano kubire the long version. He is so gullible. They've got cold, they really don't care. They're after his money.
It's never about love, it's all about money. Lies, fake love, pretense. Oh fella, you gotta wake up. Awake your sanity. She got no love for you. She got no love for you.
He is so gullible. She's got a cold heart. She's after his money.
Mbadde mu studio lwaliro nga neekarakasa ebyo sinze mbiyimbi ebyo ebira sibisobola nsobola byange byakukyankalana. For all the times I worked for supportive bosses from 2008 to 2019 until I came to Dubai. Enakuneta nanga Antonio. Enakuneta andikatata. Aba Dubai tebali supportive na katono. Oba just bali mu racism akatono tono. Tebali supportive. Kati Antonio gwengea kwenda kukuba supportive boss. What are the qualities of a supportive boss? Anono mulala. I stay in Kawanda. Ontwalako meja muluka ngebere judde wano wabawe bisawo watude y'abaana ebere judde ever. Kajambo boss Jonathan watching from Entebbe. Jonathan, how is Entebbe? Antonio agamba I refuse to watch Game of Thrones. Money haste nagana. Squid Games nagana. Titanic nagira bandi muto. By the way, movies it is so popular. People spoiled them for you. They spoiled them. Katogendo kwesanga gogendo kulaba kumpinga buli chimba achigamba dabono. You don't get a very good experience. Yet these people keep getting good experience. The Prison Break yagana sijja kumulaba. Na you guys abatandala ku film. Mugende mulabe Blacklist. Black Katinzenga director wa film. Blacklist has one of the strongest protagonists. One of the strongest protagonists ever. Omuntu go to the boat. No gambe no. What one in that yina protagonist yali wa manyo je baita Ghost. You guys did you watch Ghost? Your Ghost era Ghost main character wafa wati shone yika. Bageza ko kuyiya bakola kino. Biganye. Entebbe is cool boss. Ebitala byenkumba. Babi kanika bwe bibakanika. Biganye. Atawe Entebbe mujja kwetomera. Si walika speed yawo. mujja kwetomera. So anyway, you better watch Money Heist. Game of Thrones is good and Blacklist is top notch. A Money Heist is sijajiraba. Nayo Blacklist tesirikirwako bannyo. Reddington is a very big. Nene Ghost nayo yali nungi. I watched Ghost and I was glued. Like literally, you know how people create flawless characters. A character that is, yes, he has what do they call him? Imperfections, but the imperfections are irrelevant to the kind of the perfection in the character. This like Reddington. Reddington is such a powerful character. You know, he's strong. We never see him sexual. We never see him proposing to anyone. Apart mwara wenga afudao. Utata nikukula Reddington inga atanso kwagala kubakazi neera tabagala nga bavubuka bubagwa mulavu ne bononeka. Reddington iravu ye yakisajja kikulu. Okitegeera egonda mu naye tegonda era kwagala ina kyomuwa. Okitegeera ekyeyo kyebuwarabu kiralamu. It's just by luck to get a good boss, but most times enkokola nyingi nnyo. Man. Ebifa birimu enkokola tebinyuma kukoleramu. Naye munanga Antonio ne wano waliwo enkokola. Watch next. You will tell me. Why would you buy it next? Blacklist, Spartacus. I think I watched Spartacus. Spartacus ngenda jiraba. Nenda jiraba Spartacus. Blacklist, one of my best movies. Reddington, Jojo. Reddington is a very strong protagonist. Arthur, but let's clear this for once. Some people argue that Money Heist beats Prison Break. Prison Break is another. Katate, Eric, the thing is, I did not watch either Money Heist or Prison Break, so I don't know. But I think, looking at how people talked about these things, Money Heist is just more modern than Prison Break. Prison Break came at a time Ngabia Danyu. That Money Heist came later on in life. So Money Heist is a new thing. Wale jibaita next thing. Era jino nyako njirabe. In a protagonist yaituka Reddington, because it's going to take a very long time for any writer to bring a protagonist that is as strong as Reddington. Actually, I was looking for a Reddington in Uganda titumuyina. There's a time we saw Tamale Mirundi was Reddington, na Tamale Mirundi, tatukayo. Then I thought that maybe this guy wamita so be a Reddington, na ekapere, taina ya decho obugaga. For us to get a Reddington in Uganda, he has to be someone that is untouchable, someone that has impose ainza kubabala na ya inebi tubagire bitakwatagana. Katina kunonya yo Reddington, ngari untouchable. Nemu Uganda tewali ade untouchable. Buli muntu amukwatako. Ekisajja kiyinza okujja n'ekigejje Kampala wano nga kikuba buli omu, kiyisa buli omu mumpi, nga kitomera buli omu kivugazi wanuwe. Buli bakikwata ate sipapa tali mukomera ne kakati. Ne sipapa ya joga. Sipapa ya kuba masasi mu bbanga, sipapa ya tomera bantu. Sipapa nga tebaya ne katali mukomera. Oja wane Kampala tunafuna yo Reddington. Imposing a president yennyini ye Reddington. Wane Kampala ni Reddington. But nange munzije kumulama katano so nyumya film at home obera with options, but these ends, these people, once they give you visa, I will obera off as a slave chitufu man. I would like to say thank you to these two former bosses. Mr. Damulia, he taught importing spare parts, hubs and steering racks from Japan, and imagine selling them within his shop at Lohana Chika Market. Hey, Joshua, so this guy allowed you to import your own things, and he did not even tell you get out of my shop. So you're competing with your boss. Are you safe? You man. Are you safe? But anyway, there are some people that are naturally good. You know, the more positive impacts you create in life, the more your blessings are. You volunteer ebisere ebisinga abantu abagaba ateera bafuna. Ateera abatagaba tebafuna. Okitegeera. Buli wobeera omugabi, every person you give either goodwill, you give money, you give knowledge, you give wisdom, they pray for you because you have given. Era buli wanada naye omusajja oyo yankola bulungi, mukama muwe omukisa nga mukama akuwa omukisa. So imagine you have 100 people that are saying that about you. Kitegeeza those are 100 blessings you get. All my bosses I have worked with, they are just users. They use me, no support. Baba ayo bwebato, you were selling bricks, so we are selling different things. Era waliwo ensonga atunda birala. But anyway, but still, either way, omuntu omulala asobola okubanga era atunda birala nga naawe otunda birala. Era n'akulemesa. Okitegeera. N'akulemesa, oba n'akugaana n'akulemesa okuyiga, n'atakuyigiriza and all that. Okitegeera. All my bosses have worked. Major, oli mu business ki? Because omanyi there's something about being supportive, and there are some people that are not supportable. Well, are you supportable though? I've worked with people that have tried to support sincerely. I've worked with people that have tried to support because sometimes people that think that support comes in terms of money, but support can come in terms of knowledge and showing you a direction. Nyina abantu benkozeeko nabo butufu ng'omuntu alina talent, omuntu alina resources nenga alemeddwa okuzikozesa n'ogezaako paka bw'ogamba why anti bagamba don't throw your food at bagamba gold at swine nga ogezezaako naye ng'omuntu aganye okukola ki aganye okutereera n'okivaako buvi n'ogamba why mwesonyiye n'aganda Gaitana agamba the end of Blacklist annoyed me cause he survived everything in the world but was killed by just a mere bull. Twale eri nawe Gaitano kyoyonoona ebintu byaffe naawe. Why are you telling me things out? Gaitano, no. Bad manners. Gaitano, bad manners. No, Gaitano. Why are you spoiling this? Gaitano, no. Gaitano, why are you spoiling things? And you told me that, no, Gaitano, retract that comment. Gaitano, Gaitano. You're bringing spoilers. Reddington and Gagendo. Remove the comment. Anthony Agami Museveni is Reddington. Amazimagari nti ye Museveni Reddington Uganda. Compare to Twina Reddington. Mu prison break mwani. Prison break ne mwali mwa. Ne mane hesti mwali mwa. Kali mwambia bamine character abamanyi bonna ye Museveni wano takwatu akotagambo akotanyegebwa ako. Byonna jabiko ate mnache mgenda mukola. Oli omusajja alina talent. Ate mujana mu supporting. Hi Bashir, how are you? Meja oli kuku. Naina mu industry yamwe nayo nzibu. Kati omuntu atandika ku supporting. Because bemba mukola mu hotel nga ye chef nga oli under him. Woyigira okumusinga omugoba. Ekyo nakyo kiri awo. Atalagebwa. Kuba yo industry is funny. Omusajja asobola okuba nga akola ku Serena nenga hotel zonna zonna zina ba chef kati nga yamugoba ku Serena agenda kukola chapati emirimu gyamwe giri trick waliwo emirimu egiri trick nga omuntu ne waalagadde okubeera supportive biyinza okugaanamu okitegeera after those days nga it's not easy to sit on a table for people importing from China and Japan, so they taught me. Bakola bulungi nnyo Joshua man yakola bulungi. Pascal Joseph, good evening. Joan, we are finally seeing the kiddish part of Arthur. Joan, what are you going? Are you not reading? No. That's not a very good thing. You don't spoil someone's. Njagala genda ku season 10 kutandika jira bakatoyo nonye ekoma ku 10 ekoma ku 11. I watched all the other parts though. My mom is the bestest boss and second, my latest boss, Mr. Musisi. John Opendi, the guy taught me my skills in technical skills and supported us all the time. Man, you know, we rarely appreciate the people that treat us well, especially when they are still alive. In a way, we continue thinking that maybe they will change and be bad people. So that recognizing this person was really good to me, so let me recognize his goodness. So it takes us time for us to actually be appreciative to these guys. But if someone has been good to you, it's important that you actually realize, thank them when they're still alive, appreciate them when they're still alive, recognize them when they're still alive. Because they will not turn bad. A good person is a good person. Gwe okola chao oyagalachi jankube a kid was coming next to my car. I just scratching a moroka yange mpya nze mukuru just lwakuba saagala kwewa buyinja gwe mukuru boba gwe mukuru wewo mwe people muleke stop downplaying your importance. If you're important, you're important. And let me tell you, life is like a car. Fetulina mu marketing tuita customer lifetime value oba katugame product life cycle. The product life cycle erinya eva ku zero nerinya product ngabwe erinya netuka ku peak negwa ejibaita product life cycle. Kati wegwira nga market yasoma oyino kuji reviving ano gizenguru ocha ekirija product life cycle kakati naawe bw'obanga oli mukulu ng'olina w'otuuse nga wali badde ojoga kuba bala bwe baba we bali bajoga joga. It's going to take you time for you to be able to kujoga again. Ontegera kye nkugamba Major, bw'oba omanyi ng'olina skill, push it out, show it to the people. Okitegeera. Man, Arthur, the way you feel is the same way I felt when I saw our man reading. Gaitano yongera kuonona. But Arthur, we can't talk series when you haven't watched Prison Break, 24 Breaking Bad. I watched Breaking Bad. All you know is Reddington. Eric, I watched Breaking Bad, all of it. I watched Breaking Bad, and when I watched Breaking Bad, I was trying to create the cafe, because they call Breaking Bad a comedy. It's not really a comedy. Bashir Mkalazi. On my side, our bosses are usually promote their families and friends. Yeah, that's also but Nkatinze, I just promoting based on my relationship with you. When I'm promoting people, I promote based on how capable they are. Nze nebo family member wange, nebo oba muto wange. If you're not capable, obo wedde akako kabaka wedde mogenda sigalayo nga bwe bakuyitako. Prison break, all were touchables. All Brad Bellick ended up in Sona prison with the people he touched while still in Fox River. Antonio olaba Prison Break namukwata numukwata. Nze olaba ne blacklist Manyimo, Reddington ne Elizabeth King banabala amanya sigajjukira. Okujja ko waliwo akakazi akali akabalagavu. Kana akachina nako kali kabalagavu. Simanya kaafa. Akachina kale kakakyalimu. Then ne kali akananka ne kali akaisirairi. Uya wenyumya film ninge yaliyo biringe byaliyo kali akakazi akaisirairi kana akafu na amnesia yako akatandika okwera birala akali kagala guuni ono omuyindi. Kati mulala mbanyumiza mugenda kula blacklist uya wenyumya embozi omanyi kati ezo show abantu ambazira balwabo kazi kati nayize sira balwabo kazi. Of course omukazi bunsangayo busanze ngeno kula ngaje kali ngateka akabi ningamba kankarabe nkegeneza akakazi kakati kanu kwiga story yako netambula ate amanye kinyume nnyo akakazi nga kakabi ate ne bakataka kwana kati bataka kwana utani kugamba babate bakakwanye kati ani anakakwana notandika okwetika naye nga tojja kalaba kati kwegabe ebintu bya film bino kate mulinde gyendeta eyo gyenkolako. It hurts me whenever I remember that he's late now. I know he would have been proud of me. Buli wobera ne boss munayi nga mulungi kikuluma. Me I've worked for like 2 people. Nze gwe mulaba nasomesako drama ku Crane Media Institute. Navayo tebansasudde. Naye nze omanyize negoba mangu batasasula. Nze navayo nga tebansasudde omwezi gumu. Bali basasudde $335. Kubanze nagenda ngayo lunaku lumu mu week. Nga bampasa tumwetanu gange sebe ezo sente zaali nyingi. That's around 2012. Ntwala satu mwetanu nga nsomesa omulundi gumu week je mirundi ena mwezi. But it happened nagenda okulaba abantu babanja nga babanje million 3 abala babanje million 4 ningamba naye gwo omuntu afuna $5,000 obanje otya n'otuuka mu million 4 kubanga omuntu afuna $5,000 million 4 bwobaza obanja kitegeeza ejo emyezi emeka. Jemezi 8 nga tebakusasula gwengero okyakolaawo okitegeera. Actually Arthur 24 is always a good one, but blacklist is still on another. Kana tengenda kunonya chiku 24 nga blacklist ekyakutte eyo 24 je nabadde nonye omusajja wakawalata eyo nalabanga poster nenjikomya kubanga 24 yagenda ofuluma nanyina ka video library. I was in my S6 vacation nanyina ka video library. I saw blacklist, but Prison Break is far when it comes to IQ. Nego omanyi Kayemba, do you know why I like blacklist? Blacklist project the masculine man that we all want to be. Fengaba Sajja. You want to be a masculine man that has everything but is not showy. You want basically atanaraba blacklist. Awara blacklist but Squid Game sijjagira banerinya terimpulikira bulungi. Squid Game sijjagira. Abaraba blacklist, don't you find the Reddington masculinity? It's not toxic. It's straightforward, it's determined, it's hardworking, it's not showy, it's the masculinity of Reddington. Ndozere Uganda Museveni yagirina. Teyeraga, okujja ko lwabalata ina omanyi okujja nawa speech n'atubalatira. N'atulaganga butayishe tuli. Naye ng'ebirala byonna byonna ng'ogyeko amasuuti kuba Reddington esuuti ze zifiitinga. ne Museveni naye atandika okufuna essuuti ezifitinga n'eza Reddington. Ate naye jjukira alina akawalaata nka Reddington. Ate naye ayambaleko kofi naka Reddington. Bannange ndowooza mutegedde kati omuntu gwe tulina Reddington ye Kampala. I love 24 because of Jack Bauer. Sijja laba ne bamunayogera ku 25 mirundi 8. Kansigade ku blacklist wadde ne Gaitano olimba Buru tesobola kutta Reddington. Gaitano olimba kangene njino nyene season ye. Usimanje bado obira ku Netflix. Obira bawa. Kubaffe omanyi fe tugenda ku Gazarani. Season emala kugwa n'otwalayo hard drive ne bayiwako ka season ku. Olwo n'omala weekend ngoli sorted naye maama obudde nkyabuli nanze katabolo mkagalangiro nalabiranga mu filimu zange. Luluno ngenda tuke wakasawa nga 2 ntukire mu kulaba cafe. Olumala okulaba cafe nyina graphics ezokkola. Olumala okulaba graphics nga nebaka. Encho oluzukuka charge. Oluva mu church abani kugenda mu swimming. Oluva aba swimming nga ndi mu gym. Ngenda kubamba mu gym nga ndi ku live broadcast. Oluva ku live broadcast koza motoka. Weekend ngolo zateweddeko. Weekend ebe weddeko. Amina Major. Posi mwe bachef mukola nnyo regulo. Man, good luck. Gendo olonde akasente. Museveni does not drink. Ne Reddington tanywa. Gaitano Reddington wakamulaba nga anywa emirundi emeka. Actually, ne Reddington n'okulya taliya. Alinga Museveni yennyini. Reddington sina nakamulaba ko nga ali omulundi gumu. Sa teyalya. Reddington did not eat. Era yali afumbira balala. Reddington teyalya. Reddington talia. He does not. Reddington tanywa talia okitegeera. Reddington ye Museveni. Even after he introduced me to Mr. Musisi for more opportunities, till now he still guides me. Zengenda ku workshop ye ne mukolera for free. Man, go simu omusajja Anthony. Yo. Kandabe. Though there is someone who is a celebrity cause Yanja wa mama nga Nakamala senior, and he took me to his workshop and gave me all the basics I need. We were celebrating a man. Aban, did you cook football? Did you score? Huh?
Daddy,
why are you laughing?
Food.
Are you telling me the truth you scored?
Daddy's give me food.
Okay. Kare, baze, ngenda batera ko rap.
Daddy, you put this.
Mbade ndabe moro kateku baserefu. Kare. Karukolere kasoke mbatere ko karap. Mva ku rapinga mu studio. Ugenda ulira karap. Indako sisimbula gatekana rapinga. Kagenda badira mu emirundi ge 3.
He is so gullible. They've got caught.
Kasoke nkube reverse manya morokezi na reverse camera. Tewabaya akana. Ati okarabira wano mu screen ogateri kana. Morokezi li modern zino. Tugenda kuddamu ka music sagara. Na yenga today we are talking about supportive bosses. Antonio is seriously very very appreciative of his boss eyasoko omukozesa eyamujje wa mama we namuyigiriza emirimu. Kakati gwe, which person are you appreciative of? Nze the only boss I consider to have been a boss namubulamu mutabani wange omukulu namutuma erinnya lya boss wange oyo. Okitegeera namutuma erinnya lya boss wange. That's how I appreciate him. I want his memory to never go away from my family. Okitegeera muna reverse camera sinagimanyira kyobula ntuna mu side mirrors ebyo nali namanyire byaffe bya old fashion bye tumanyi. Katika tugende mu ka music so ke mulize rap.
It's never about love, it's all about money, lies, fake love, pretense. Oh fella, you gotta wake up, awake your sanity. She got no love for you. She got no love for you.
He is so gullible. She's got a cold heart. It's not about love. She's after his money.
Katukadde gumu gokka. Oya.
He is so gullible. They've got cold hearts. They really don't care. They're after his money.
It's never about love, it's all about money, lies, fake love, pretense. Oh fella, you gotta wake up, awake your sanity. She got no love for you. She got no love for you.
He is so gullible. She's got a cold heart. It's not about love.
Nina version ibiri katika nkole version etandika ne rap yange. Version etandika ne rap yeriwa. Yino yeyokubiri. Bula.
It's never about love. It's all about money, lies, fake love, pretense. Oh fella, you gotta wake up, awake your sanity. She got no love for you.